Today I'm going to model a lesson about etiquette, specifically audience etiquette, and how it can change between context, setting, and genre. Hi, Mr. Seligman here, and welcome to the Music Room. So sometime in your life, you're likely to go to a concert. Maybe you've already been to one, or maybe been to many. If so, you're probably an expert, and that's really cool. But there still might be a few things you might not know about attending concerts. For example, did you know that there is a right and a wrong way to dress up as an audience member or someone that's attending the concert? Or did you know that there's a right or wrong way to clap at a concert? And did you know that the right way to do one of these things at one concert, it might be different than doing it at another concert? It's true. So today we're going to talk all about that, audience etiquette, or how to properly attend a concert. And as mentioned before, there are many kinds of concerts. Today, I'm only going to focus on the pop concerts and the classical concerts. And before we continue, I'm going to ask you to write some things down. This could be either with pencil or pen on paper, or it can be on Word on your computer. Regardless, I'm going to ask you some questions along the way, and I want you to give your honest thoughts on these questions so I can read your thoughts. All right? Okay, let's get started. So let's just say you're going to a concert. Let's just say 21 Pilots. As long as you're wearing a top, bottom, and probably shoes, you're good to go. Sometimes you'll be seeing people who wear the clothing of the band you're about to watch. It's all up to you, or what your parents will allow you to wear. If you're going to, say, the San Diego Symphony, and you're going to watch an amazing orchestral piece played, let's just say Vaughan Williams' The Lark Ascending, you can't go in wearing a t-shirt and jeans. It just won't cut it. Going to the symphony, you're going to have to dress up something nicer. You have to wear like a dress shirt with color and some slacks, or if you want to get more fancy, you can wear a vest. Maybe you might wear a tie, or you might even have a jacket, look very nice and professional. Now let's pause here for a second. Why do you think it's important to dress up nicely when going to the symphony? Or why do you think it's fine to wear street clothes when going to a rock or hip hop or pop concert? I want you to write your thoughts down. And remember, there's no wrong answer. As long as you're not being silly, I just want to hear your thoughts. So go pause the video and write down your thoughts. All right, back to the 21 Pilots concert. In a pop concerts, you will see what we call general admission, and that means you can stand wherever you want. First in the venue, or where the concert's being held at, you get first dibs to have the best spot in the house. It also means that if you have to go to the bathroom, unless you have a friend to hold your spot, you might lose that spot as well. However, if you go to the symphony, you are paying to have, essentially, assigned seats. So, like a baseball game, instead of those who arrive first at the venue gets the best spots, it's more so who purchased the tickets first or who pays the most gets the best spots. It is nice though. Once you've purchased your ticket, you can never lose your spot to someone else. Also, there are some pop or rock concerts that are very similar to this as well. Big names like Coldplay or U2 have seated concerts just like symphony halls, and the ticket you purchase is yours and yours alone. Okay, I'm going to ask you to pause the video in just a quick second, and once again, I'm not looking for the right answer. I'm looking for your honest thoughts. As long as you're being serious, you're good to go. Why do you think at pop concerts it's common to have general admission, while at symphonies you purchase your seats? And bonus question, why do you think with more famous pop stars do you purchase your seats as opposed to general admission? Moving on. Once the music starts, the lights dim, focuses on just the band, and once the band starts singing and playing, you aren't just allowed to sing, you are encouraged to sing. And also at the end of every song, you clap and cheer along. You can even clap in between the song if you want to. It doesn't matter. Things are different when you enter the symphony. When you walk in, you're going to be handed program notes, which is kind of like a paper that says all the songs that are going to be played in that order. It might also have some cool little tidbits about who the composer is and the story behind the piece of music as well. That's very different than at a pop concert. At a pop concert, the band might know what they're going to play, but it's a complete secret. Or sometimes they just choose songs off the top of their head. It's not as planned out as a symphony is. That said, once the lights dim, you are asked to be silent, your phones are turned off, and you're asked to listen carefully. When the piece is done, you are welcome to clap. However, Some pieces have multiple parts to it, and so you have to know when the right time to clap. You don't want to clap in the middle of it, even though the musicians might be silent during that part. That's not the end of the real piece. And that'll be listed and written down in the program notes so that you're not too confused about that. But that all said, clapping and cheering is very different, as you can imagine, in a pop concert versus a symphony hall. In a second, I'm going to ask you to write your thoughts once again. In a pop concert, why do you think you are allowed to clap and cheer whenever you want, while at symphony halls, you are asked to clap at certain points of the piece? Think about it, pause the video, then write your thoughts down. Well, there you have it. Those are your basic rules of etiquette when attending a concert of, right now, just pop and classical. So you wrote your thoughts down for those 3 questions I gave you. What I want you to do is email me your thoughts. If you saved it on Word, I want you to email me on Word. Just email me at jonathan.seligman@cvest.org. Or if you wrote it down, I want you to take a picture and send it to the same email, jonathan.seligman@cvest.org. In the next video, I'll read some of your answers, and also I'll share my responses to those 3 big questions. It's a little strange that each concert has its set of rules. It is. However, many of them have good reasons behind those rules. Just like why we have rules when we play games at recess. And even more wild, I mentioned this before, I only talked about 2 styles, pop and classical. There are completely different rules for jazz as well. There are different rules if you attend a folk concert. And if you're attending one of those concerts, don't go in thinking it's going to be the same. Go in by doing your research beforehand. Ask a friend that's knowledgeable about that style of music. Or maybe ask the adult that invited you. Or maybe do your research online. Or read a book. It is important for you to be respectful wherever you go, especially if you're a guest. So make sure you do the research beforehand before attending some sort of event. I hope that was helpful, and I can't wait to read your thoughts. And if you have any questions on this topic, you're always welcome to email me at the same email that you sent the questions to, jonathan.seligman@cvest.org. But until next time, I hope you explore, experiment, and have a great week.